Your angel is deeply worried about you right now. They are standing beside you, whispering urgently, because something powerful is about to unfold in your life. This is not a coincidence. This is not just another message. This is the divine intervention you were meant to hear at this exact moment. Archangel Michael says, stop scrolling. Stop doubting. Listen carefully. Your destiny is being rewritten at this very second. You might feel a sudden chill, or a rush of energy flowing through your body. That's because your angel is here, confirming this message is meant only for you. Pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Because what you're about to discover tonight will shake everything you believe about your future. Archangel Michael is stepping forward now. And he wants you to know, this message isn't random. You've been asking silently in your heart. For clarity. For signs. For protection. And heaven has heard every single word you whispered when no one was around. Right now, your angel is showing me a vision. A door, glowing with golden light. It's half open, waiting for you to walk through. But listen carefully. The enemy has been trying to hold you back with fear, with delays, with confusion. That's why this message is urgent. Michael says, the time has come. You must rise. You must not ignore this call. This is your turning point. The moment where heaven interferes and redirects your path. There was a time in your life when you almost gave up. You felt as if heaven had gone silent. And you wondered, does anyone even see what I'm going through? But Archangel Michael says, heaven was watching the whole time. Every tear. Every sleepless night. Every prayer you whispered before closing your eyes. And now, that silence is breaking. I see a vision of Michael standing with a sword of light. And he is cutting away the chains of fear and doubt around you. He whispers, the storm that was meant to destroy you will become the reason you rise higher. This is not just comfort. It's a divine confirmation. What you thought was an ending was actually a preparation for your new beginning. You have been carrying silent battles inside your heart. The kind of battles no one around you has truly understood. People may have seen your smile. But behind that smile, there were nights of deep exhaustion, confusion, and questions you never dared to speak aloud. Archangel Michael recognizes this. He sees that your spirit has been walking through storms that others could not even imagine. The moments where you felt abandoned, left without answers, searching for even the smallest sign that heaven had not forgotten you. Yes. Those moments have been witnessed. Every tear that slipped from your eyes when no one was around was counted. Every sigh you released into the night air was heard. Every time you wanted to give up, but chose to keep moving forward, was remembered. You may think your struggles have gone unnoticed. But in the higher realms, they have been recorded with precision. Archangel Michael wants you to know, nothing you endured has been wasted. The spiritual weight you carried, the betrayal, the rejection, the loneliness, the unseen battles in your mind, have all been acknowledged by heaven. And in those very moments where you thought you were standing completely alone, angels were standing around you, keeping you from collapsing entirely. Your pain was not invisible. Your strength was not ignored. Your survival was not accidental. It was all seen. The heaviness in your chest. The restless thoughts that refused to quiet down. The unanswered prayers that left you wondering if God had forgotten your name. Archangel Michael whispers now, you were never forgotten. Even when the silence around you felt unbearable, the divine was weaving purpose into your suffering. Because what you carried was not just pain. It was preparation. Your darkest nights became training grounds for your future light. Your moments of breaking became the reason you will rise stronger than anyone expects. And though the world may not have validated your journey, heaven already has. Every hidden wound, every secret battle, every silent cry has been brought before the throne. And in that heavenly record, your perseverance shines brighter than your suffering. Your angel is watching closely. They have seen the moments where you smiled in front of others, yet silently cried when no one was watching. They know how heavy your heart has been. The nights when you stared at the ceiling, asking, "Why me?" They recognize the weight of betrayal you carried when people you trusted the most turned their backs on you. Every silent wound, every unanswered prayer, every time you swallowed your pain just to keep moving forward, heaven has recorded it all. And Archangel Michael whispers, "You were never unseen. You were never unheard. The universe has been observing your hidden battles. The days when you forced yourself to get out of bed, even though your spirit felt crushed. The moments you pretended to be strong, while inside you were falling apart. Your angel wants you to know, none of that went unnoticed. In fact, those hidden tears became sacred. Because each one carried a message to the divine. And while you thought no one was listening, heaven was bending closer. Your struggles were not wasted. Your pain was not meaningless. Every single challenge was shaping your destiny. Even when you didn't realize it. Archangel Michael says, "You have walked through fire, and though the world thought you would be burned, you are being purified. Yes, life has been unfair. Yes, people have spoken words that cut like knives. Yes, there were moments when giving up seemed easier than continuing. But listen closely, your angel was standing guard. They saw how you held on, even when your strength was gone. They saw how you refused to let darkness consume you. And now, heaven wants to recognize your endurance. This isn't just about surviving. It's about the fact that you endured when you had every reason to collapse. You chose hope, even when hope felt like a fragile thread. And that choice, that persistence, has been noticed in the highest places. Archangel Michael says, "Do not think your pain was ignored. It was written in the book of destiny, and soon, it will be exchanged for blessings." Your angel validates you now. Every unanswered question, every silent scream, every hidden sacrifice. It mattered. You mattered. And the recognition you've been waiting for is about to arrive, not from people, but from heaven itself. Because where man overlooked you, God remembered you. And your angel is here to remind you, this chapter of recognition has already begun. There are moments in your life when everything seems silent. Yet something powerful is moving behind the veil of the unseen. Archangel Michael wants you to know that your struggles have not gone unnoticed. Even when you feel abandoned, your spirit has been surrounded by hidden activity, unfolding like an invisible army working on your behalf. The first hidden activity is the reordering of divine paths. Right now, situations that looked broken and scattered are being rearranged. It may feel like delays, closed doors, or sudden endings in your life. But in truth, the spiritual realm is shifting paths, removing wrong alignments, and setting you into a direction that will carry blessings you never expected. Think about those sudden changes you didn't understand. The friendships that dissolved, the opportunities that slipped away. The plans that crumbled even though you prayed for them to succeed. These were not accidents. They were divine interventions. Hidden adjustments. Preventing you from walking into harm that you could not see. The second hidden activity is the collection of divine whispers. Yes. Even your quiet prayers, your tears in the night, your words that no one else heard. They have been gathered by angels and carried into the presence of heaven. Your soul's cries have not been ignored. They have been recorded like precious offerings before the throne. And though you may feel like silence has been your only answer, behind that silence there has been a weaving of timing. A perfect orchestration of events that could only align when the right moment arrives. Hidden spiritual activity is never loud. It does not announce itself. It moves quietly, like the unseen wind that shapes the forest. Like the unseen current that moves the ocean. So if you have felt restless, uncertain, or even forgotten, know this: your life has been under divine observation. What you thought was stillness has been movement. What you thought was delay has been protection. And what you thought was emptiness has been preparation. Archangel Michael is urging you to trust these invisible workings. Because when they finally reveal themselves, you will realize that nothing was random. And that every hidden activity was guiding you closer to the miracle already prepared. There comes a sacred moment when heaven bends down and gathers every tear you thought was wasted. The truth is this: no cry of your soul has ever gone unheard. Not a single night of silent weeping has been ignored. Even the hidden groans of your heart, the ones you never dared to put into words, have been carefully collected by the hands of the divine. Scripture reveals this mystery when it says that God collects every tear in his bottle and records each one in his book. This is not poetry, it is a spiritual reality. You see, pain is never lost in the kingdom of heaven. Every disappointment you endured, every betrayal you suffered, every season where you felt abandoned, has been taken up into a heavenly treasury. Archangel Michael wants you to know: your sorrow has not been scattered into the dust. It has been gathered like precious jewels, kept safe until the appointed time of transformation. Because pain, in the spiritual realm, is not a mark of weakness. It is a divine currency. It holds weight in the eternal order of things. The angels have been witnesses to your breaking, but they have also been guardians of your fragments. Each moment when you thought, "This wound will crush me," the truth was that heaven was cradling it, preserving it for redemption. What you thought was only suffering was actually being documented in eternity. And the beautiful paradox is this: what feels unbearable to you becomes unforgettable to heaven. Every injustice you endured has been written down as testimony. Every heartbreak you carried has been marked as evidence. Not one sigh has been erased. It is as though heaven has been gathering, storing, and protecting your pain. Because one day, it will be exchanged for glory. Archangel Michael whispers, your tears were never in vain. They were seeds. And seeds must break before they bloom. So, the breaking was not your ending. It was your planting. Heaven has been collecting all that you thought was lost, and preparing it for transformation. Even now, behind the veil, those tears are being turned into the oil of joy. Those nights of anguish are being rewritten into mornings of strength. And when the time comes, what heaven collected will be returned to you. Not as sorrow, but as power. Not as wounds, but as wisdom. not as shame, but as shining evidence of divine faithfulness. This is the great mystery. Your pain has always been holy, because it has always been held in the hands of God. Beloved soul, what you have endured was not for nothing. Every sleepless night, every unanswered prayer, every silent tear, none of it has been wasted. Heaven has been gathering your pain, not to bury it, but to transform it into strength. Archangel Michael wants you to understand something very clearly today. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. There is a divine order to what feels like chaos. While you thought life was falling apart, in truth, unseen hands were carefully rearranging everything for your highest good. Your current path may look scattered, but to heaven, it is a perfectly aligned blueprint. Think about the seeds hidden deep beneath the soil. They go through total darkness, surrounded by silence, crushed by layers of earth. It seems like death, but in reality, it is preparation. Because without the darkness, without the weight of the soil, the seed could never break open and reach its true potential. Archangel Michael says, so it is with you. What you thought was burial, was actually planting. The pressure was not meant to destroy you, it was meant to awaken you. Your struggles carved wisdom into your soul. Your delays birthed patience in your spirit. Your rejections cleansed away what was never meant for you. And your heartbreak made space for the divine love that is on its way. You may have questioned, why so many delays? Why so much waiting? But heaven answers, because we were training you for the size of the blessing. Imagine a soldier being prepared for battle. Before they step onto the battlefield, they go through long, painful training. Their muscles ache, their body trembles, their heart feels overwhelmed. But the purpose of the training is not punishment, it is preparation, so that when the real test comes, they stand unshaken. In the same way, your spirit has been in training. The emotional weight you carried has been strengthening your resilience. The obstacles you faced have sharpened your discernment. The betrayals you endured have taught you who is truly aligned with your destiny. Archangel Michael whispers, you were being prepared for a position where weakness could not follow you. Heaven has not forgotten the dreams you buried because of disappointment. The plans you set aside because of fear. The prayers you stopped speaking because you thought no one was listening. Archangel Michael assures you, they are all still alive in the halls of heaven. Not one word, not one hope, not one desire has been ignored. Instead, each one has been held in sacred preparation, waiting for the perfect alignment of time. The truth is, your delay was not denial. Your waiting was not wasted. You were being positioned. Think of a diamond. It does not form in comfort. It forms under immense pressure, heat, and time. Only after enduring what seems unbearable does it finally emerge, radiant and unbreakable. So too, your spirit has been pressed, refined, and purified, so that when heaven releases your blessing, you will carry it without fear of losing it. Archangel Michael is saying, do not mistake your season of preparation for abandonment. The silence of heaven has been the sound of construction. Behind the scenes, angels have been aligning opportunities, moving hearts, and setting the stage for your breakthrough. Things you could never orchestrate on your own are being woven together by divine design. And now, you are closer than ever. You are stepping into a chapter where what once confused you will begin to make sense. The doors that were locked will begin to open. The people who left will be replaced by those who carry loyalty, truth, and love. And the very pain that once broke you will become the foundation of your testimony. Archangel Michael declares, your preparation has ended. Now, your revelation begins. Beloved soul, take heart. Your story is shifting. The waiting is turning into fulfillment. The silence is turning into answers. And the preparation is turning into manifestation. Heaven has prepared you because the magnitude of what is coming requires a stronger, wiser, and more awakened version of you. And that is who you are now. In the next 21 days. Your heart will begin to feel a shift that you cannot explain with logic. You may notice an unusual calmness, as though something inside of you is preparing for a new arrival. The angels have been working quietly, clearing away the residue of old disappointments, and softening the soil of your soul so love can bloom again. What once felt like endless waiting will suddenly begin to feel like divine timing. This is not just coincidence. This is the beginning of a sacred love cycle. And the message is clear: your season of loneliness is coming to an end. Someone is being prepared to step into your life. This person will not see you through the lens of your past mistakes or wounds. They will see you as heaven sees you, pure, worthy, radiant, and deserving of unconditional love. This connection will not feel ordinary. It will not feel rushed, or forced, or fragile. Instead, it will feel like home, like discovering a missing piece of yourself that you had forgotten existed. Every conversation will awaken joy. Every glance will affirm your worth. Every embrace will heal the places inside of you that once believed love was too fragile to last. The angels say this love will not come to test you, but to anchor you. It will bring stability where chaos once lived. It will bring assurance where doubt once whispered. This person is not just a partner. They are a mirror of divine love, sent to remind you that you were never meant to journey through this life alone, right now. As these words reach you, your future partner is being guided by their angels. They may not yet realize it, but their steps are being aligned with yours. The choices they make, the delays they face, the sudden inspirations they feel, every single detail is being woven together to bring them to you. Perhaps they are being slowed down, so they arrive in your life at the exact moment your heart is ready. Perhaps they are being healed from their own past, so they can meet you without carrying old burdens into this new connection. What seems like silence in your love life is actually divine activity behind the scenes. The angels are orchestrating encounters, shaping circumstances, and removing barriers. Every delay is protection. Every redirection is preparation. Every no you faced in the past was only heaven's way of making sure this yes could arrive unhindered. You are not waiting in vain. You are being aligned with precision. When this love enters your life, something profound will happen. The ache of old heartbreaks will finally dissolve. The unanswered questions, why did they leave? Why wasn't I enough, will suddenly be replaced with a deeper knowing. You will see that every tear, every lonely night, and every closed door was preparing you to recognize this love when it arrived. Peace will wash over you like a healing river. Joy will rise within you like sunlight breaking through the clouds. And in that moment, you will understand, this love is not random. It is a divine gift. It is the fulfillment of promises whispered to your heart long ago. And it is here to stay. Have you noticed how certain painful events in your life seem to repeat? Almost like a cycle that comes back again and again. Until you finally pay attention. This is not a coincidence. It is a divine echo. A sacred repetition designed to show you the lessons your soul cannot ignore. Archangel Michael wants you to understand this truth. What keeps coming back into your life is not here to punish you. It is here to awaken you. Pause for a moment. Think about the patterns in your own journey. The betrayals that felt too familiar. The financial struggles that seemed to return just when you thought you were safe. The loneliness that quietly circled back when you believed you had overcome it. These repetitions are not random. They are spiritual mirrors. Each one reflects a hidden part of your healing that still calls for light. Archangel Michael whispers, "My child, the cycles you fear are not chains. They are signals. They are reminders that you are not yet finished with the deeper work of your soul. I am not allowing these echoes to break you, but to wake you. This cycle is a teacher. It repeats because your soul needs to master the lesson it carries. And until the lesson is seen, the pattern continues. But with each return, your strength grows. Now hear this carefully. Each repetition is actually a preparation. Every time the cycle comes back, the weight becomes lighter. Not because life is easier, but because your soul is stronger. And here lies the mystery. What you once thought was your greatest curse is silently becoming your divine training ground. So instead of asking, "Why me?" Archangel Michael urges you to ask, "What is this teaching me? What is my soul unlocking here?" Because the moment you shift your question, the cycle begins to lose its grip. It cannot control one who has already claimed the wisdom hidden within it. And remember, God does not waste pain. Every echo of struggle that returns to your life is carrying divine meaning. Every repetition of heartbreak or fear is an invitation to rise higher. So don't see your cycles as prisons. See them as signals. Signals that you are closer than you think. Closer to breaking free. Closer to stepping into the destiny that no cycle can hold back. Archangel Michael stands beside you in every echo, reminding you that what repeats today was never meant to last forever. It is only here until the truth within you awakens. Sometimes, life feels like a battlefield where you are asked to keep moving forward, even when every part of your body and soul wants to collapse. And yet, your angel is watching. Not from a distance, but standing right beside you, shielding you when unseen energies try to push you down, and whispering strength into your heart when you feel you cannot take another step. They have seen the nights when you questioned everything, the mornings when you woke up tired before the day even began, and the silent tears you wiped away so no one else would notice. Your angel says, not a single moment of your pain has been wasted. Every sigh, every prayer, every unanswered cry, it has been collected and lifted to the divine. And what you think is weakness has actually become the very reason heaven is moving in your favor. Pause here. Take a deep breath. Because this cycle is turning. You are being taken out of the valley you thought you'd never escape. The same patterns that kept repeating. Loss, rejection, betrayal, delay. They are finally breaking. Your angel reveals. This is not the end of your story. It is the unveiling of a higher chapter. A chapter where what once held you captive will lose its power forever. So, do not fear the silence. Do not mistake delays for denial. And do not let the weight of the past make you blind to the light that is now rising. Because heaven says, your restoration has already begun. There are seasons where it feels like doors keep closing. Opportunities vanish before your eyes. And the harder you try, the heavier everything seems to become. But your angel whispers. These closed doors are not punishments. They are redirections. You were not meant to settle in places too small for your destiny. You were not meant to remain where your light would be dimmed. And that is why heaven has been shifting, removing, and rearranging things around you. Yes, it hurt. Yes, you felt abandoned. But in truth, you were being protected from pathways that could have destroyed you. Pause for a moment. Think of everything you thought you lost. The people, the plans, the dreams. Your angel says, none of it was wasted. Every loss was a clearing. Every ending was an opening. And now, the cycle of being overlooked is finished. The cycle of delay is breaking. The cycle of rejection is being rewritten into favor. This is why, in this season, you will feel sudden shifts. Connections appearing out of nowhere. Opportunities that feel perfectly aligned. And breakthroughs that arrive faster than you thought possible. Your angel wants you to know. You are stepping into alignment with divine timing. No more forcing. No more chasing. What belongs to you will begin to flow into your life with ease. Because heaven has declared. This is your cycle of divine release. There comes a moment when the storm that once raged around you suddenly begins to calm. The heaviness you carried in silence. The silent tears you thought no one saw. They have all been recorded in the book of heaven. And now, the hand of God is moving. The angels are being released with instructions concerning you. Every prayer you whispered in the darkness, every cry you thought went unheard, is echoing in the chambers of heaven. Your angel says, the waiting was not in vain. The silence was not rejection. It was preparation. Look closely now. Signs will begin to appear around you. The right person calling at the right time. Unexpected help showing up when you least expect it. Answers arriving in mysterious ways. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. Because your life is about to unfold in ways you could not imagine. What was delayed is being delivered. What was locked is being opened. What was broken is being restored. And as this new chapter begins, the struggles that once defined you will no longer have power over you. Heaven whispers. You are not walking into another battle. You are walking into your victory. The sky above your life is shifting. What once felt heavy, what once pressed down on your spirit, is now lifting. There is a great unveiling happening. A curtain you could not move, a barrier you could not break, is being torn down by divine hands. The angels are not just watching. They are acting. They are arranging paths, aligning hearts, and redirecting situations in your favor. The whispers of doubt that haunted you, they will soon be silenced. The fear that held you back, it will lose its grip. Because something greater is rising within you. A strength you didn't know you had. A confidence that feels like it doesn't even belong to you. Because it is heaven's gift. Listen carefully. The divine is saying, your name is being spoken in rooms you have never entered. Opportunities are seeking you. Doors are preparing to open. And blessings are running toward you. This is not just a shift of circumstance. It is a shift of destiny. The chapter ahead will carry a glow. And those who once doubted you will witness the hand of God upon your life. There is a reason you are hearing this now. Your soul has been restless, sensing something just beyond the horizon. The air around you feels different, doesn't it? That is because heaven is preparing a dramatic turning point. What was hidden in the shadows is about to be brought into the light. The truth you've been waiting for, the clarity your heart has been searching for, is being revealed. Archangel Michael stands at the threshold of your path, and his sword of light is cutting away deception, fear, and confusion. Nothing false will survive this moment. Only what is real, only what is divinely aligned, will remain. And here is what you must know. The blessings written for you cannot be stolen. No force of darkness, no envy of others, no delay of time can erase what heaven has already declared to be yours. There is a sacred release happening. Chains are falling. Doors are unlocking. The unseen hand of God is shifting everything in your favor. You are being called into alignment. Step forward with courage, because miracles are waiting for your arrival. The signs are intensifying around you. Pay attention. What may look like ordinary coincidences are in fact divine signals, pointing you toward your destiny. Archangel Michael is whispering through dreams, through repeated numbers, through sudden moments of intuition that leave your heart racing. These are not accidents. They are confirmations. Heaven wants you to know you are not lost. You are not forgotten. And you are not alone. Even when you felt abandoned, you were being carried. Even when doors closed, it was protection, not rejection. And now, the very things you thought were delays are turning into divine appointments. The waiting was preparation. The silence was alignment. The struggle was the refining fire that shaped you for this exact moment. Listen carefully. A breakthrough is not approaching. It has already begun. The shift is already in motion. Your spirit feels it. Your heart knows it. And the angels are surrounding you. To ensure nothing can stop what God has started, there is a sacred stirring in the unseen realms. Archangel Michael is clearing the path before you, removing hidden obstacles you didn't even know were blocking your way. Chains are breaking quietly in the background. Contracts of delay are being torn apart. And what was once held back is being released. You may notice sudden shifts. A phone call out of nowhere. A message you weren't expecting. A door opening where there was once only silence. These are not random. They are proof that your breakthrough is already unfolding. The blessing being prepared for you is greater than the one you prayed for. It carries healing for your heart, restoration for your losses, and abundance for your future. Archangel Michael says, stay alert. For within these coming days, a divine sign will confirm everything. It may arrive in a dream so vivid it feels real, in a repeated phrase that won't leave your mind, or even in a sudden peace that washes over you, right when you need it most. Do not dismiss these moments. They are coded messages from heaven, and they carry the key to your next season. The air around you is shifting with divine intensity. Archangel Michael is not only protecting you, he is pushing you into alignment with your true destiny. Every delay, every silent waiting period, was secretly preparing you for this moment. There are blessings that seemed unreachable, promises that felt delayed, and prayers you thought heaven had forgotten. But listen carefully. They are not denied, only divinely timed. And that timing is now. You are stepping into a moment where the impossible becomes possible. Opportunities will present themselves suddenly. Doors will open without effort. And favor will surround you like a shield. This is not coincidence. This is divine orchestration. Archangel Michael says, "Do not let fear or doubt silence your faith. Do not let the weight of the past make you blind to the gift of the present. For the miracle you are about to witness will wipe away years of struggle in a single moment. Pay attention. Someone will speak words to you in the coming days that will carry confirmation, like a hidden key unlocking your spirit. It may sound casual, but your heart will know it is a direct whisper from heaven. Even now, the spiritual atmosphere is being charged, and the path to your next breakthrough is being cleared with angelic power. The heavens are open, and the spiritual realm is pressing closer to you than ever before. This is not an ordinary season of your life. This is a divinely appointed crossing point. Archangel Michael stands tall beside you, his radiant presence like a wall of fire. And he is declaring over you, the struggle you thought would never end is now meeting its divine conclusion. You have been asking, why has my breakthrough taken so long? Why have I been in this waiting place? And the truth is, your delay was not punishment. It was divine preparation. The soil of your life had to be tilled. Your spirit had to be refined. Your faith had to be tested, so that when this blessing arrived, you would not only receive it, you would have the strength to carry it. Archangel Michael says, your heart has endured storms that others would not survive. Your faith was attacked. Your hope was tested. Your soul felt weary. Yet still, you stood. Still, you held on. Still, you whispered prayers in the night, believing that heaven heard you. And heaven did. Every tear you cried was collected. Every whispered prayer was recorded. Every silent pain was seen. Now, the release begins. What once felt blocked is now opening. What once felt impossible is now shifting. What once felt heavy is being lifted. You will notice in the coming days, doors that were sealed shut will suddenly open. Conversations you never expected will come to you. Resources you thought were out of reach will appear. This is not random. This is divine alignment. Archangel Michael stands as a guardian of your destiny, and he is cutting away every chain that tried to hold you to your past. Listen closely. There are people who once walked with you, who can no longer continue forward. Not because they are evil, but because their assignment in your life has ended. Release them without regret. For the next season requires different connections, divinely chosen by heaven. This is why some relationships fell apart. This is why certain doors closed unexpectedly. It was not rejection. It was redirection. Archangel Michael says, do not grieve what was removed. Do not mourn the doors that closed. For every ending was secretly a beginning. And what I am opening now will be greater than what you thought you lost. Your spirit may feel restless even now, like something is about to happen, but you cannot see it yet. That stirring inside you is confirmation. Your soul knows what your eyes cannot yet see. The blessing is on its way. Pause. Breathe. Receive this truth deeply. The waiting season has birthed a harvest. You planted in tears, but you will reap in joy. You prayed in silence, but you will testify in abundance. You endured with faith, and now you will celebrate with gratitude. And hear this clearly. The blessing that is coming will not only impact you, but it will overflow to those connected to you. Your family, your home, your finances, your health, your destiny. All will feel the ripple effect of this breakthrough. Archangel Michael says, this is not a small blessing. This is not a temporary relief. This is a life-shifting release. Heaven is not just answering one prayer. It is rewriting the entire story. You are moving from survival to overflow. From hiddenness to visibility. From battles to victories. From delay to acceleration. And in this moment, you are being reminded. You are not alone in this. Even now, angels are surrounding you. Even now, the divine hand is guiding you. Even now, the unseen realm is working for you. This is why strange coincidences will appear. This is why you will hear messages that seem directly spoken to you. This is why signs will begin to manifest, pointing you toward your promise. Do not ignore them. Do not brush them off. Pay attention. Because heaven communicates in whispers. And those whispers are carrying your breakthrough. Mid-script reminder. If your heart knows this message is for you, stay with me until the very end. Because what Archangel Michael is releasing is not just words. It is a prophetic activation. Now, lean closer in your spirit. There is something deeper. You are about to step into a sudden acceleration. What would normally take years will begin to happen in days. Connections will be made swiftly. Opportunities will align quickly. Doors will open unexpectedly. This is divine acceleration. This is heaven making up for lost time. Archangel Michael says, do not be afraid when things move faster than you expected. It is not chaos, it is fulfillment. The years you thought were wasted are being restored in moments. Can you feel it? The atmosphere is charged. Something within you is stirring. Your spirit knows change is at the door. And when it comes, it will not come in small portions. It will come in waves. Wave after wave of blessing. Wave after wave of favor. Wave after wave of answered prayer. Do not shrink back. Do not doubt it. Do not talk yourself out of it. Because what heaven has written for you cannot be erased by man. No betrayal can cancel it. No delay can deny it. No opposition can block it. Archangel Michael stands with his sword of fire, cutting away every resistance, clearing the way for your promise. This is your confirmation. This is your sign. This is your divine moment. Pause here. Let this truth settle in your heart. Your breakthrough is not coming. It has already been released. And soon, you will see it with your own eyes. Archangel Michael stands beside you, his radiant sword glowing with divine fire. He whispers that the challenges you face are not here to break you, but to awaken your true strength. Every setback you've encountered is shaping you into someone powerful, unstoppable, and ready for your destiny. Do not let fear control you, for Michael's shield surrounds you with heavenly protection. And as you hear these words, something within your spirit begins to rise. Emotional and energetic signs are often the most personal ways Archangel Michael connects with you. They touch your inner world, your feelings, your moods, your energy. Unlike external signs, these are deeply intimate, felt in your heart and soul. Michael wants you to know that when your emotions suddenly shift, it can be his presence reaching you. You may feel an unexpected wave of peace wash over you during a stressful day. Or, a heavy burden in your chest might suddenly lift, replaced with calm and reassurance. These are not random, they are spiritual interventions. Many people also report a sudden sense of courage rising within them when they were once drowning in fear. Michael's energy is fiery, bold, and protective, so when you feel stronger without reason, he is empowering you. Sometimes, your body also reacts. You may feel tingling sensations on your shoulders, warmth in your heart center, or chills running through your spine. These energetic movements are gentle reminders that higher energy is flowing through you. Michael often communicates through this flow, aligning your vibration with divine strength. Pay attention to your dreams and intuition as well. You might wake up with a powerful message in your heart, or with clarity about a decision you were struggling with. That inner nudge is not your imagination, it is angelic guidance. Another powerful emotional sign is the sudden urge to release negativity. You might feel like crying without knowing why. Or you may feel guided to forgive someone who hurt you. These are Michael's healing waves, cleansing your spirit so that new blessings can enter. If you ever feel surrounded by invisible heaviness, but then notice it dissolving when you pray, that too is Michael at work. His energy cuts through fear, darkness, and confusion, restoring your soul with clarity and light. The key is awareness. Do not dismiss these shifts as coincidences. Your emotional world is a sacred space, and when divine energy touches it, you will always feel the difference. When the divine and Archangel Michael want to show you undeniable confirmation, they don't just leave it inside your thoughts or feelings. They project it outward, into the physical world around you. These external signs are meant to reassure you that you're not imagining things. Heaven is truly trying to communicate with you. One of the most common confirmations is numbers. You might glance at the clock, and it's exactly 11:11. Later, you're given a receipt, and the total ends with 777. Then, as you scroll your phone, another message or notification appears with repeating numbers. This repetition is not random. It is heaven's way of saying, yes, we are here. Yes, you are on the right track. Michael asks you to trust these feelings, honor them, and recognize them as signs that you are never alone. But Archangel Michael doesn't stop at numbers. He often uses meaningful words or names to grab your attention. Imagine you've been praying about your next step in life, and suddenly you hear someone call out the exact name you had in mind. Or perhaps you open a book, and the first sentence you see feels like it was written just for you. This is divine orchestration, heaven rearranging small details in your world so that you can't deny the message. Music is another powerful external sign. You may be lost in thought when a song begins to play with lyrics that answer your prayer. It could be on the radio, in a shop, or even a random video online. The timing is always too precise to be coincidence. Michael often uses these melodies to remind you that heaven is in harmony with your journey. Another form of external confirmation comes through objects. Feathers appearing on your path, coins showing up in strange places, or even lights flickering as you speak or pray. These small disruptions in your environment are intentional signals. They may seem ordinary to others, but to you, they carry weight because they arrive exactly when you've asked for a sign. Sometimes, confirmation is delivered through people. A stranger may say something to you that directly echoes what you've been thinking. A friend may unknowingly repeat the same words you whispered in prayer. Even overhearing a conversation at the right moment can feel like an answer being placed directly in your path. Archangel Michael uses people as vessels, ensuring that his message reaches you in a way you cannot ignore. Animals, too, can act as carriers of confirmation. Perhaps a butterfly lands near you just as you're asking for comfort. Or a bird sings outside your window at the precise moment you're questioning heaven's presence. These are not simple coincidences, they are orchestrated moments of reassurance from the divine realm. Another strong sign comes through dreams. When your conscious mind is resting, your soul is more open to receive. You may dream of a glowing figure, a message written in light, or even hear Michael's voice clearly. These dreams often feel more vivid than normal dreams, leaving you with a sense of peace or urgency when you awaken. Pay attention to these nighttime visions, for they are often confirmations delivered directly from the angelic plane. Sometimes, confirmation appears through repetition in your daily life. You may see the same phrase multiple times, encounter the same symbol across different locations, or hear the same advice from multiple people in a short period. This repetition is heaven's way of underlining the message so strongly that you cannot possibly overlook it. The beauty of these external confirmations is that they meet you where you are. Whether you are walking in nature, scrolling through your phone, talking with a friend, or simply sitting quietly, the signs are woven seamlessly into your surroundings. Michael ensures that no matter where you go, the reminders of his presence and guidance will find you. And when you begin to notice these confirmations, something powerful shifts inside you. Your doubts lessen. Your faith grows stronger. You begin to realize that you are not walking through life alone, there is a divine partnership guiding your every step. That is the very purpose of external confirmations. Not to overwhelm you, not to confuse you, but to anchor you in the truth that you are seen, you are guided, and you are loved beyond measure. Archangel Michael's external signs are heaven's signature, written across the world around you, reminding you that your prayers are always heard. There comes a moment when heaven can no longer wait in silence. A point where patience itself turns into urgency. And right now, Archangel Michael is stepping forward with a fire in his voice, declaring that the time for hesitation has ended. He says, "You have lingered too long at the edge of your destiny. You have waited, doubted, questioned, and circled the same path. While the gates of heaven stand wide open before you. No more delays. No more postponements. No more excuses. This is not a message of gentle whispering anymore. It is a divine command, a trumpet blast across the skies of your life. Archangel Michael is not asking, he is insisting. Because heaven sees the moment that is ready for you. And they will not allow you to miss it. Feel this urgency in your chest. The heartbeat quickening. The restless stirring in your spirit. It is not anxiety, it is heaven's impatience flowing through you. Michael says, your miracle is positioned. Your blessing is loaded. Your shift has already been released. But your hesitation keeps it hovering, waiting. Step now, or the window begins to close. Notice how your own life reflects this divine impatience. Doors that once opened slowly are now flinging wide without effort. Opportunities are appearing with speed. Conversations are aligning at the right time, almost too perfectly to be chance. These are not accidents. They are heaven's way of saying, move. Act. Respond. Michael warns. If you keep standing in the valley of indecision, you will feel the push intensify. Relationships may shake. Plans may suddenly shift. Restlessness may not leave you until you obey. This is not punishment, it is heaven's urgency pressing you toward destiny. Take this seriously. The divine realm has waited long enough. The timing is not tomorrow. It is not next week. It is now. Michael's sword of light is raised, not against you, but for you. It is cutting through fear, through excuses, through the chains of hesitation. And as the sword falls, the command is clear: step into alignment before the appointed hour passes. Do you feel it? That burning pull in your soul? That heavy weight of knowing you can no longer ignore the signs? That is divine impatience. It is Archangel Michael's voice ringing in your spirit, telling you that the heavens will not remain still while you stay frozen. The call is urgent. The window is narrow. And the angelic realm has moved from waiting to insisting. The question is, will you finally answer? The heavens are stirring. And Archangel Michael now issues his final commands. He says the waiting is over. And the time to prepare is now. There is no more room for hesitation. No more space for lingering doubts. The divine realm is aligning opportunities. But they must meet a prepared vessel. That vessel is you. Michael declares. Cleanse your heart of fear. Cast away hesitation. And align your spirit with unwavering faith. Every command carries urgency. Every word feels like a divine order, meant to sharpen your focus. He tells you to release the voices of doubt. That whisper you are not ready. Those voices are illusions. Shadows meant to distract you. Instead, he calls you to stand in light. To breathe deeply. To feel the pulse of heaven within your chest. Michael's voice is firm yet compassionate. He says, prepare your mind, for clarity is your sword. Prepare your words, for they are seeds of destiny. Prepare your actions, for they unlock doors waiting to open. This is not symbolic poetry. This is a battle order. The universe is already shifting in your favor. But you must act decisively. The angels surround you now, clearing pathways, removing obstacles, illuminating hidden truths. But they cannot walk the path for you. Only you can take the steps. Michael urges, do not delay. For divine timing is delicate. If you hesitate, you risk missing the window prepared for you. The command is clear. Gather your strength. Gather your courage. And gather your faith. Every opportunity is waiting at the edge of this preparation. Every miracle is ready to be received. Michael presses with intensity. You must act as if the blessing is already here. You must think, speak, and move as though the miracle has already landed. This shift in your behavior creates a magnetic field around you. It attracts divine timing closer. It accelerates manifestation. And it commands heaven to move on your behalf. The preparation is spiritual, yes. But it is also practical. Prepare your plans. Prepare your resources. Prepare your vision. When the door swings open, you must be ready to walk through. Michael's commands echo like thunder. Release fear. Embrace faith. Stand tall. Act swiftly. This is your final call to alignment. This is your divine briefing. Before the miracle descends. Every heartbeat is now a countdown. Every breath pulls destiny closer. Archangel Michael's commands are not to be taken lightly. They are the difference between missing a blessing and living in its fullness. Prepare now. Prepare fully. Prepare without delay. A hush falls over the heavens as Archangel Michael leans closer. His voice carries a weight unlike anything before, firm yet overflowing with compassion. He declares that the long journey of waiting is reaching its sacred conclusion. The doubts you once carried are being stripped away like shadows dissolving under the first light of dawn. All that remains is the radiant truth that your breakthrough is sealed. He assures you that every tear, every prayer, every silent plea has been gathered in the chambers of heaven. None of it was forgotten, none of it overlooked. Michael's presence surrounds you like a shield of fire, reminding you that the universe itself has aligned for this very moment. The divine clock has struck, and heaven's decree cannot be reversed. He whispers that the promise is not distant, it is imminent. The blessing is not wandering, it is already in motion toward you. The miracle is not conditional, it is guaranteed by the authority of heaven. But Michael does not stop there. He speaks of a glory that will not only touch your life but overflow into the lives of those connected to you. Your victory will not be private, it will be a testimony that radiates outward, igniting faith in countless others. The struggles you endured will soon become the evidence of God's faithfulness. And when the world witnesses your elevation, they will know it was not luck, not coincidence, but divine promise fulfilled. Archangel Michael assures you, what is coming cannot be delayed any longer. It is set, it is sealed, it is unstoppable. Your life is about to shine with the brilliance of destiny realized. And heaven itself rejoices, for the time has finally come. You realize that everything you have been hearing until now has been preparing you for this very moment. The angels have not been speaking in riddles or distant metaphors, they have been guiding you step by step to unlock the faith that already lives inside your soul. Belief is not something that comes from outside, it is the flame within you that only needs to be awakened. Archangel Michael is reminding you now that your belief is the bridge between the unseen and the seen, between the promise and the manifestation, between the prayer and the miracle. If you have doubted, if you have questioned whether you are truly ready, let this be the moment you release that fear. Because belief does not require you to know how it will happen, it only requires you to accept that it already is happening. When you choose belief, you are no longer waiting for heaven to open, you are standing in the open gates. Your miracle has been circling you, waiting for the vibration of your faith to call it closer. And now, as you hear this message, the vibration of belief is rising inside of you. Say within yourself, I choose to believe, I choose to trust, I choose to receive. And in that choice, the angels rush toward you with blessings that cannot be stopped. This is your activation. This is your moment. Archangel Michael now calls you to extend the blessing beyond yourself. What you have received, what you are about to experience, is not meant to remain hidden. The divine flow moves through you, but it also moves through the lives of others when you share it. You may think your words are small, your reach limited, or your influence minimal. But even the smallest act of sharing carries heaven's authority. When you share this message with someone who needs it, you are planting seeds of transformation that may ripple far beyond what you can see. A friend, a family member, a stranger, heaven knows exactly who is meant to receive this encouragement through you. Archangel Michael says, do not underestimate the power of your voice, your actions, your willingness to carry this message forward. You may feel guided to send it through a message, a call, or simply by speaking of it in your daily life. The energy of sharing multiplies the blessings you have received. It confirms to the universe that you are ready, that you are aligned, and that you trust heaven's orchestration. Even the act of holding this message in your heart and speaking it aloud creates a conduit for miracles. Michael emphasizes, each person you reach strengthens the chain of divine alignment. And the more willing you are to share, the faster the doors of opportunity and revelation open in your own life. This is your role as a vessel. This is your responsibility as a chosen receiver. And now, as you prepare to share, feel the angels gathering around, celebrating your courage, and preparing the way for multiplied blessings. As this message comes to its final moments, Archangel Michael extends a special blessing directly to you. He says, "Receive this with an open heart, for heaven is aligning all that you have longed for and prayed for. Your faith, your belief, and even your willingness to act have been noticed. Now, the angels urge you to anchor this moment by staying connected. Subscribe, stay present, and let the flow of divine messages continue to guide you. When you do, you create a channel through which blessings can move freely into your life. And not just for you, but for all who are waiting to receive guidance, hope, and encouragement through your engagement." Michael reminds you that giving gratitude, whether through your heart, a prayer, or by supporting this channel, is also a way of opening doors to even greater miracles. Even a small gesture, like a super thanks, is acknowledged in heaven as an alignment of energy, a commitment to staying in tune with divine timing. By subscribing and staying connected, you allow the universe to continue sending signs, confirmations, and interventions directly into your reality. The angels stand ready, the pathways are clear, and every blessing is poised to move. Step into this final alignment now. Receive it fully, trust it completely, and open yourself to the abundance, protection, and guidance that Archangel Michael and the heavenly realm are ready to release. Your journey is about to shift forever, and this connection ensures you remain in the flow of divine purpose.